Victor Malongo, and welcome to the VMK show. And today we are privileged to have a very beautiful guest. Her name is Lilian Muli. I know most of you know her from Citizen TV, news anchor, live at 9 most of the time, right? So we'd like to know more about her, and I know you'll enjoy this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. So welcome Lilian Muli.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
privileged to have you and to host you in this show. Welcome to Kolala High School also. So I would just like you to begin by telling us who is Lilian. Yeah, just about yourself.
Okay. Well, Lilian is a journalist, very passionate about, of course, issues around gender empowerment, children's rights, and of course, very passionate about life. I am very passionate about this country as well. I love traveling. I love discovering places in Kenya. I think Kenya is a very beautiful country.
Yeah. So your mother,
Yes.
wife.
So I have two little boys.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a mother of two very small boys. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Apart from journalism, what other thing do you do?
Well, because I've done media and communications basically for most of my life, I do media training. Media training is basically where you train corporates on how to relate at work in the workspace, how to communicate better to employees. So it could be HR, it could be management. That's basically, in a nutshell, what media training is. It could even be colleague to colleague, just workplace etiquette, language, dressing, and all of that. I also am an influencer, a digital influencer. So I work with brands to market their products because I have quite a huge following on social media. So yes, I do that. Of course, I also do mentorship, which is now not on the professional side, but I just go back perhaps to schools I've been to. I work a lot with young people and young women, just to give them big sister advice and career advice as well.
That's beautiful. About branding, you just said that you do marketing of brands. I would like to ask you about your wig.
Yeah.
Is this a displacing?
Is this a what?
A displacing.
This is actually by my friend Mudhoni. She owns a hair brand called Mukiri Hair. So yes, hair is very big in Kenya right now. So a lot of people who are in the hair business are making a good living out of it.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I'd like also you to at least try Abyss Lacey.
Okay.
It's the best also.
That's interesting. Okay, yes, I will.
So, what challenges do you face in your profession?
Well, challenges in the profession are many. Number one, the hours are long. We work basically when you're a journalist, you cannot have your phone off because you can be called into studio or you can be called to go on location anytime. Secondly, of course, the privacy. You basically sign your life off to people. People see you, people notice you, so you're also very accountable for what you do, how you behave in public. Of course, you have a moral obligation to be very responsible with what you say, where you're seen, what you do. But the highs are more than the lows. We tell stories that change lives. We break stories that perhaps would never have been told before. So it is something that for me has more highs than lows because I extremely enjoy what I do.
Can you tell us just a little about your story?
Okay, about my story.
Yes.
In what
Like how you started?
context?
Yeah.
How I started?
Yes.
Well, for me, I started as an intern. I was in Daystar University, and so I went into internship in my second year of university because I was very keen to get out there. So I applied for an internship at KTN. I got it, and I basically got employed before I graduated. So that was at KTN. I didn't stay too long at KTN. Citizen came looking, and I'm at Citizen up to now, because it is a place that I have really grown. And when I was at KTN, because I didn't spend too much time there, I didn't know as much as I do today. So I feel that my career growth as a journalist has really happened at Citizen.
That's beautiful. So, what can you tell young people who would like to venture into the same career that you're now pursuing?
Yeah. And so journalism is basically news and storytelling. You have to be a very avid reader. Reading content sharpens your writing skills, and to be a journalist, you must be a good writer. Whether you're in broadcast journalism or print, you have to be a good writer, because most of the news that you tell is actually a story that you have written. So you have to be a good writer, and that means you will get to be a good writer if you read a lot of content. The newspaper, novels, biographies, basically just having a passion for literature and reading work that other people have written. Secondly, you need to, of course, articulate, especially for TV. You have to have good diction. You have to you have to practice how to speak. You have to, and there's something on Google that actually teaches you how to pronounce words. So you could do the American diction or the British pronunciation. In Kenya, we speak British English. So you don't expect me to say on news Peter, you expect me to say Peter.
Peter.
Yeah, so you need to, of course, practice on your diction and confidence in terms of eye contact. And that pretty much just comes from interacting with people and being curious about people. I used to speak to myself in the mirror, read the newspaper looking at the mirror, and that's really how I practiced to be a journalist. Nobody ever taught me. But of course, with years, you get better. So pretty much that. I would say journalism is about having also the sense of what a good story is. Not everything is a good story. There's a story everywhere, but not every story is a good story. So basically watching the work of other journalists, and it could be Christian Amanpour, it could be anybody locally that you admire, and just growing from that and learning from that.
And when you go to the field, how do you interact with your fans? Let me say that. Let me call them fans. When you just go to the field, then they see you. How do you interact with them?
I mean, graciously, of course. We are in an industry where we carry the brand of the organization we work for. So for me, before I am Lilian, I work for Citizen TV, and so everywhere I go, I have to be pleasant to people. I have to give people an opportunity to interact with me, of course, without also just overdoing it. But I carry my brand, my organization's brand everywhere I go. So yes, we're pleasant. We give people time to interact with us, to take pictures when they want to, as long as it's not in a weird setting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that little time that you've given to us to share your story and to get to know you. I like you just as we come to the end of the show. At least you do what you do at the TV. The camera.
Okay, so basically what we do is when we are cued to go on air. So remember, we wear a little talkback piece on our ears.
Yes.
So somebody directs us on what to say or do, like when you're on cue to go on air. So I'm assuming my director is talking to me right now, and I'm sitting, and then he cues me. He says, "Okay, Lilian, on air." And immediately the clock hits 9, and I say, "Good evening and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Lilian Muli, and this is what's in the headlines tonight."
Wow. That's very beautiful.
You're a good interviewer. I like your style. It's very friendly, and it's comfortable. And as an interviewer, you can also make your guest very uncomfortable. The people who come and they're hard and they're like, "Now tell me, what's your story?"
Yeah.
That can intimidate. And the first question can throw your guest totally off balance. So you need to be in control of your interview. You need to make your guest feel comfortable, and you have made me feel comfortable. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. You're a believer, right?
I am. Yes.
So I would like you to give the last words to finish about salvation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I will just go back to my favorite verse, which is basically Jeremiah verse 29. Jeremiah 29 verse, chapter 29 verse 11, which is, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. It's basically about manifesting faith and being very intentional in what your purpose in life is, dreaming big, saying beautiful things to yourself, saying I am a winner, I am a conqueror, I can do it, I believe I will achieve, and just going for your dreams 100%. I think for me that is the testimony of my life. It's all about faith, because without faith, you will not apply for that job and get it. Without faith, you will not even believe that one day you could interview a president. So it's all about faith.
Thank you. That's a very great inspiration, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. More content is coming. I know you guys have been waiting for Mr. Sid and Bahati. We are going to have them on our show very soon. It's just that schoolwork and everything now. But today I was privileged to have Lilian, and I thank God for that. So guys, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much and have a blessed Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.